What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to the Subspace Emissary. Last time, we went to the ruins and got the rest of the Pokemon Trainer's Pokemon. I also went back in between episodes and got that last box, so it's now a crown. This time, we're heading over to the wilds, so let's go ahead and get on into it. Alright, I'm going to pick Meta Knight, Ike, and then Mars. Go ahead and pull my model back up. So, this whole stage, basically, is just us chasing down this car that they just happen to see. And it actually reminds me of... So, I've played through this game, I think, 3 times now, getting prepared for this Let's Play, just to make sure I knew everything. And during that time, I've noticed some strange things throughout the game. And one of them is just some of these big bosses are kind of random. It's a slight spoiler, but that car we just saw, its name is Galleom. And another slight spoiler, it's the boss of the stage. Yeah, it's just kind of rolling around in a wasteland of all places looking for opponents to fight. But it's not even the weirdest one. Like, if you remember the first stage of this game, we were in a flying stadium doing like mock battles. Kirby and Mario were, at least. And then all of a sudden, PD Piranha just appears out of thin air on a flying stadium, let me remind you. I have no idea how he got there. He got there, he had 2 cages, and somehow managed to capture 2 magical princesses. So that's the whole thing. And then you have other bosses that also don't make a ton of sense. Like Rayquaza, who is the guardian of the sky, kind of just chilling at the bottom of a lake. And I really do not, I was about to say I do not want to be hit by a bomb. Try to get through here quickly. But yeah, I guess Rayquaza was just chilling at the bottom of the lake, waiting for anyone to appear, because he doesn't come out of the lake until Diddy Kong gets there. And then he tries to eat Diddy Kong, right? So that's another just kind of random boss fight that happens throughout this game. Try to beat this guy semi-quickly because I do not like the claw arms. And then we just fall down here. But I think Galleom's gonna take the cake for the most random. Because like I said, he's just driving around. He's in the middle of what is called the wilds, which, according to what this looks like, is just a desert. I did not want to do that. I did not want to wake you up like that. But yeah, he's just driving around looking for opponents, and for some reason, we're just like, you know what? We're gonna go fight a car. That's what we're gonna do. I hate these platforms because they're so... they move around so randomly. But at least Meta Knight has wings to somewhat deal with them. I want to make sure I get that sticker. There are more bosses, but these are the 3 like big ones we've seen. And a lot of the other ones actually make sense. Like all of the Bowser encounters make sense because he's working with Ganon. Or Ganondorf, not Ganon. That's a technically different character. He's working with Ganon and Master Hand to collect trophies, which is a whole nother topic that I don't completely understand. Like, how did these characters come about wanting to create trophies? like a lot of them just don't make sense why they want to create trophies. The two I'm thinking of are Wario and King DDD. Like, I don't know why they would want to make trophies, at least of characters. King DDD just seems like he wants members of like a group or a fan club or something. Also, this is the second secret of this level. But Wario just seems to be collecting. I don't know if he's working with Ganondorf and them. He has the same gun as Bowser, so maybe. He also presumably came in on the Halbert in level 1, which is how he got there with Petey Piranha. Which also might explain how Petey Piranha got there, actually. Ow. Come on, Meta Knight. Meta Knight, why? But that might also explain why King DDD doesn't have a hammer now that I think, or only uses his hammer now that I think about it. Because I made the connection that King DDD is the only villain in this game that doesn't use one of the arrow guns, which is technically correct. He doesn't use one. But now that I'm thinking about it, it might be because he's not actually part of the villains group. But we should be coming up on the end of this level real quick. I think this is the second to last door, and the next door just gives us a heart. Take that, and this should be the end of the stage. Excuse me, I mean the end of the running part of the stage. Because we still have to fight Galleom, who is mostly a brawling type boss. He doesn't, I mean, he has, I think, one projectile that he can shoot, but he's mostly just going to hit you physically. That was a very well-timed air dodge. I thought I was going to die there. Just dodged that attack. He becomes a car at some point, and I forget if he drives back or not. Luckily, he does not. Ow. He has a couple of moves that are somewhat of a problem. He likes to do this jumping attack, which, as long as you're not in the way, is not a super big problem. I prefer using Ike for this fight because he has the most power out of the three characters. And he just makes the fight go a little bit faster as long as you can keep hitting him. But that is the Galleom fight. All right, and that's the first stage cleared. I believe that's 100% of that stage too. Also, look how far they went. They went from here all the way over to here. Because, another slight spoiler, we're about to fight the exact same boss. So, let's go ahead and enter the Ruin Hall. Alright, we have one more character to go over, and that is technically we have two characters to go over. Charizard. We got him in the last stage with the Pokemon Trainer, and it is the most damage dealing one of the Pokemon. It doesn't have its own rank because of the same reason that the other Pokemon don't have their own rank, but it is the most attack-oriented one. It's also the slowest of the three Pokemon, so we're just going to run away from that tornado attack. Galleom is basically the exact same, but now that we have all three of Pokemon Trainer's Pokemon, we can actually go over the Pokemon Trainer. as Charizard gets flung into the abyss. The Pokemon trainer is ranked. I'm actually, I think I'm gonna do something dumb. I'm just gonna kill Lucas. Pokemon trainer is ranked 29 out of 38. Because he has 3 Pokemon, he is technically the most versatile, or one of the more versatile characters. And the most different thing is that his down B changes through Pokemon. Right. And yeah, that whole stage is just a boss fight. Well, I guess to keep my word of how many levels or stages we're doing per episode, that will be the end of this episode. I hope everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we're heading back to the wilds with a different group this time. But until then, happy adventuring.